Education is key to success. We haven't taught up anything. Each one have to teach one. Must bomb the someone. We haven't taught us. Each one got to teach one. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
Ntho e ferekanyang jalo ka ho bona bokgoni bo fetoha lefela la mafela batswadi ba sebetsang ka thata ha o se bohloko jalo ka ho bona tjhelete ya hao e tjhiswa jalo ka pampiri Skhothane e ka tsoha e le tsela e thabisang ya ho iphumanela setumo batjheng ka ho kgaba ka diaparo tse turang empa batswadi ke pharela ka e le tjhelete ya bona e etsang tsena tsohle se qadileng jalo ka mokgwa wa ho ithabisa le ho itebatsa mathata e se e fetile mokgatlo wa batjha o ipoleisang tai diaparo tse turang ho tantsha mebileng ka tshepo ya ho rata le ho hlontshwa ke thaka tsa bona batjheng bana setumo ke ntho tsohle ho se kgathaletse mokgwa o se tlang ka bona bokamoso ba bona le malapa a bona.
Hello, my name is Khalil Osiris with Each One Teach One, a program designed to provide a platform for teens and their parents to just share their experiences, the challenges that they face on a daily basis. Today we're talking with Lesedi, a young man who's caught up in the throes of Skhothane and the challenges that come with a mother who doesn't have the resources to provide him with the things that he needs in order to be a member. A grandmother who's struggling to assist him along the way and help him, in fact, find his way at the expense of a family that's really at a loss about what to do.
Lesedi hlala Springs lewe ngikhule ngakhona like ngikhule vele like khule soft bangikhule njengecanda vele ngasho ukuthi bangiphatha njengecanda ukuthi hayi lo mntana first born yami asifuna wele phansi.
Lesedi was raised by a single mommy, and I will say the granny, it's like a father to Lesedi. He was always next to my hip and next to Lesedi's hip.
Esikolweni vele ngikhumbula bekuyimi inkinga vele eklasini bekuyimi problem eklasini like bengihlupha in such a way ukuthi each and every week or kumele babize umzali wami.
I've been called at school several times. Whenever you see the number that reflects its felicitas, I know it's problems. I have to go and sit with teachers because of Lesedi is doing 1, 2, 3.
Sisitshe ukuthi ayazinaye asifundise ubhanka amaklasi maye sishama pankasi sibizane machita siye esikoleni namhlanje size ekhaya sithenga utshwala siphuze afterwards lokhu intambama sibuyele emakhaya kube ngathi sibuye esikolweni. Izinto engizikhumbulayo ukuthi angifuna into vele kuyibo like bengicela but still at the end of the day bengimforced ukuthi mama ngifuna ikhavela so and so ngelanga ngiliso yafuneka uyenile wala but ngimele ngikhumbuza so wagcina alithengile vele.
Ana para e lengwe fela ya dieta e ka ba qala ho ya ba Skhothane.
Now this guy ufake ite ufake ikhavela okay nyamkhalela nami so like started organizing again really to ngikhotswa ka tap scheme sethu sosibiza ama XMP. So XMP means that extremely money plus masambi trip before some trips siyasho okay now it's so soqoka i-attire nje soqoka ama-chin-up le-equestros okay then we have to buy ama-chin-up le-equestros sonke so masiqeda lapho sibuye okay sofaka ama-gold t-shirts aredwe Nike so sonke kumele siwa-10 sofaka amakhavela nje sonke kumele siwa-10 imali besihlanganisa all in all like from January to September ama-100 trip shuthi bekuyibo ma-12,000 to 15,000 ehlangana. Then leyo mali mayiphuma sibhadala i-quantum mhlawumbe uma-2,500 or 3,000 simnike then the rest imali siyayithatha siyayspenda sithenga ama-ultramela ngapha sithenga utshwala all that kind of stuff and have fun but just for one day. Thina besicabanga ukuthi mhlambe singaduma lana eThema kube yithi vele abantu like them abaziwayo okay laba abaphethe istyle yibo baruni kahle kahle kona vele vele saduma XMP balazi beba XMP vele aziwa ikasi yonke umangana mali ene ilanga le-trip lokuthi uhambe so like umzali uyakushiya endlini okay ushiya mhlambe i-wallet because uyakuthemba ukuthi hayi mntanami lona ngeke azayithathe imali yami ayishiye imali so like engcondweni ufikelwa yini ukuthi ayazi thi ngithathe ngiyojabulisa abangani ngaphandle sihambe siyo-have fun.
I've been struggling. I even asked God, why did you give me a child that will give me stress, that I can't even focus to whatever I'm doing? It's like I'm a useless mommy.
Endlini ngathatha 300 ngisho okay senior impress abangani thatha abangani bamsambe so like saqasha imoto sahamba sibile siphezisula nje indawo sithenga utshwala so like ngathi mangibuya ngayolala endlini mangilele uchayisa u10 ebusuku makafika yena ngo10 ebusuku ungithola ngilele uthi kimi vula lana angivula umnyango so like bengisaba ukuvula so like yena wenzani what decide ukuthi okay akavula umnyango ithi ngifonela amaphoyisa so like wafonela amaphoyisa so like amaphoyisa mawazofika bafika vele nabo bakokota so mangivula umnyango mama bese kangiphethele nempahla zokuthi hayi ngiyahambisa manje yeah so like bangithatha vele.
There are lots of parents who are struggling with what to do when they begin to feel that they're losing control of their child, their teenage child at that. What I'd like you to do is ask yourself, have you seen any of the signs that you've heard in this story about Lesedi? Lying, an occasional missing item from your purse or the house, an unwillingness to talk, and in some cases, disappearing. If you are experiencing any of these kinds of signs, you need to take note and follow the rest of this program. There's definitely something that you're going to learn from seeing the rest of Lesedi's story.
Lesedi Lydia le lelapa ba tobisa maikutlo ho fumana hantlentle hore sesosa sa Lesedi sa ho ba Skhothane ke sefe. Lesedi o re bolela matshwenyeho a hae ha mmae a tobana le maikarabelo a ho ba hloho ya lelapa.
Let's learn from one another. Let's learn from one another. Let's
Skhothane ke nana ka re ba tsenya tšhelete too much because mo ba tswang teng a se tšhelete nka reng ba kgona afford maphelo a bona but ba waste cause ba nyaka status.
Most of them, especially abantu basekasi, they wanna bafuna ukwaziwa, bafuna status and all of that.
The trends come and go, so being a Skhothane is, for me, it's pathetic. I wouldn't be one.
A way where people are trying to express something that they lacked back in their childhood.
Why would you wanna dress up and waste things?
I don't have a problem with them, but I think that they're wasting their parents' money. I don't think it's cool. They look ridiculous, honestly speaking.
Ba loneliness so ba thola attention ba tsantse tsone ba di etsang ba waste tšhelete ba tshisa dintho so I cannot know ke bana ba shao.
Lelapa la Dipeere le tobane le mathata a ho hodisa moshanyana lapeng le etetsweng pele ke mosadi. Bophelong ba hae ba Skhothane bo iphumana a se a bua leshano a bile a utswa. Mme sena se le sa etsa hore mmae a mmiletse sepolesa. Each one teach one e tlile ho tla tshehetsa le ho thusa lapa lena hore le boele e be ngatana e le nngwe.
First of all, I just want to thank you, Lydia and Lesedi, Toko, your family for allowing us to come and have this conversation with you. I think probably the best place to start is with Lesedi himself. Lesedi, if someone didn't know you and they wanted to learn about you, who you really are, how would you describe yourself?
People used to tell me like that I'm a stupid and all of kind of stuff like, cause like I know I didn't make myself cause like I wanted to be like other children cause like I'm a slow learner but I can do stuff that other people can't do that are normal. But I know that like when they say that even if they said it, I'm just ignoring them, because like when they said it, they're actually making me stronger to be like to get what I want to achieve in life, because like I want to achieve, and I want my mother to be proud of me, because like I've made my mother cross so many times.
Hopefully he means it this time.
He means this time it's going to change.
Yeah. Hopefully, you know. Yeah. He's said it numerous times. You know, so I'm hoping this time he honors to his word and really means it.
I understand that your family has been very, very supportive of helping you with Lesedi. How's that been?
I like to appreciate, really, I like to appreciate my family, the way it was supportive. I remember when Lesedi comes, when he knocks about 10 o'clock, I'll chase Lesedi away and say, go and sleep at the street, because we prefer people from the street, unlike pleasing me. But Lesedi, the first person that will come into her mind, it's her granny.
I used to see him, he's coming midnight with the kundi, her mother chased him away. But sake of all the children that are there inside, they're going to her mother's house.
Yes.
Lesedi haven't got a place. I used to open the door.
She actually accused mommy of condoning Lesedi. I said, you are so... Lesedi is mommy's grandson.
Yes.
You know, why would you even think of that?
What we have here is a case of Lesedi using an old tactic that many children learn very early in life. It's called divide and conquer. Lesedi has played his mother against his grandmother. And the net gain for Lesedi is that he can then get away with doing his own thing, not having to take responsibility for breaking the rules and expectations of his house. In the case of Lesedi, his grandmother and his mother, what we're seeing is a classic case of the fine line between being supportive and enabling. In the case of Lesedi's mother, we see a very supportive approach, one that sets definite boundaries and expectations that are clear. When Lesedi has violated those boundaries and expectations, he immediately reverts to appealing to his grandmother, whose basic response is enabling the very behavior that she wants to discourage in Lesedi. While it comes from a very good place, the end result is that both parents find themselves undermined by Lesedi himself. If you're a parent raising a child in a household where there's more than one adult, it's going to be very important for you to make the distinction between enabling and supportive behavior. I understand you have a younger sister.
Yes.
And she does very well in school.
Yes.
But there was a period where even her grades dropped when there was a lot of trouble with you.
Yes.
So can you see how your peer pressure affected your sister?
Yes.
Lesedi, do you feel that you can change?
Yes.
Are you really ready now to make a change?
Yes.
Like Lesedi, I was one of those boys who had a family that was very supportive. But at 17, I committed a robbery and went to prison. So I know from personal experience, when you're out there doing a lot of ugly things, it's very easy for it to get out of control. It's very easy for it to end up being something more than you intended. In my life, I ended up serving 20 years in prison. I got out of prison the first time and was worse. You know how someone gives you a chance and you keep saying, you keep promising, you're going to change, and you get another chance and another chance, but all the time you're getting worse? That was me. My mother told the police on me. she says, I would rather see you in jail than dead. I want you to see before you make the ugly mistakes I have made, that you have a chance to be an example and a role model. That the people you hurt most are the ones who love you most. Lesedi and his mother, the rest of his family included, know that this behavior has to change. Lesedi knows that he cannot continue acting out in this way, disrespecting his parent, his mother in this case, his grandmother, the lying, the other kinds of misbehavior, and become the man that he desires to be. We've heard things like a learning disability is a factor that needs to be considered. Lesedi himself says that he's a slow learner. As important as all those factors are, there's something that we must not lose sight of. And that is the question of what is Lesedi prepared to take responsibility for? What is Lesedi going to own in this case? What change is Lesedi prepared to make?
Professor Khalil Lydia le Lesedi ba bontshana mokgwa o ba ka lwantshang bothata bona ba Skhothane. Re boela re sheba hore na wena o ka sebedisa maele a bona jwang lepeng la hao haeba le wena o tobane le mathata ana.
Let's learn from one another. Let's go. Let's learn from one another. Let's go.
Search for one's identity. The need to be popular. These are two experiences that are very common to all teenagers. In the case of Lesedi, we see this need to be popular, and this search for identity has landed him in the clutches of the Skhothane. It's creating havoc for his family. He knows that he cannot continue. Now we want to find out what it is he's prepared to do to change. Lesedi, what are some things that you think you can do differently, that you would be willing to do differently, starting today, starting right now?
What I'm willing to do, I'm willing to study, work hard, find a job, and most of all, learn how to stand on my own feet.
Okay. So, here's what I'm going to suggest. Here's what I'm going to offer. One part of this is in this work that we do, we always say, we cannot do it for you. We can work with you, but we cannot do it for you. It's important for you to understand that the heavy lifting, the hardest part, must be done by you, for you. And I'm going to say to you, I will offer to personally mentor you. When we say that our child must do the heavy lifting, we're really saying that they must take responsibility for engaging in the behavior that is in their best interest, not just in our presence, but in our absence. When we talk about mentorship, moving beyond the heavy lifting, and we talk about mentorship, what we mean is that it is important to find other adults who are examples of the kind of behavior that we want our children to aspire to. We want our children to model. When we look for a mentor, we're looking for someone who will be willing to listen to our child, and at the same time offer up sober advice that reflects their best interest. So between the heavy lifting, which is the child's responsibility fundamentally, and the mentoring, what we have is a movement in the right direction in terms of breaking the cycle of the negative behavior. So for me, the starting point will be for you to tell each one of them here, that you're genuinely sorry and that from this point forward, you're going to be a better person.
Mama, I'm really sorry. But now, I'm willing to change my life, to become a better person. Now, Mama, you must be proud of me. Going forward, I'm changing because now I can see that there are challenges in face now. Challenges in face now in 17, but I'm like like ngingakhali phambi kwabantu whenever umuntu angenza intembi ngingakhali phakathi kwabantu because like abantu bazongibona as if like ngislima or umntana omncane because manje ngiyabona engqondweni yami mama kunama plans ukuthi yazi nami ngiyafuna ukutshintsha abantu engihlala nabo around la nethemba because like le mpilo abayiphilayo don't take them far because now I'm willing to change because from today this step some sokuqala ukuthi ngichange this step some sokuqala sokuthi ngichange.
You know, Lesedi means light, and this is a candle, light that doesn't need electricity.
Yeah.
And it's symbolic of your name. In fact, to recharge this light, all you need to do is take this, turn it upside down, and set it in the sun. This light I want to give to you and the family. And I want it to stand for a symbol of how Lesedi has changed. And I want you to share this light. I want you to share your life story. And there's a lot of young people who can benefit from the life that you've lived. So we're making a commitment in front of the whole family that we agree. All right. Thank you so much for having me in your home.
Izinto engizifisayo empilweni ngibuyele esikolweni ngizothola umsebenzi then manje ngithola umsebenzi ngibe nendlu ngifunda ukuzimela ukuthi how is life ukuthi okay uvuka uhambe emsebenzini ubuye uzothenga grocery uzothengela impahla ukuthi leyo mpilo leyo injani. Yeah, because like izinto engizifisayo ukuthi nami ngibe umuntu at the end of the day ukuthi umama naye azoba proud ngami at the end of the day.
If you recognize any of the behaviors highlighted today and you're seeking help for your child, or you're a teenager who maybe needs to have a conversation with someone because you feel misunderstood, there are a lot of resources available for you nationally and regionally, from FAMSA and Childline to child welfare. Most important, as this show comes to a close, we want you to remember that you're not alone. You're part of the Each One Teach One family. I'm Khalil Osiris, and until we meet again, stay in the light.